these are my spring training thoughts so far. Edwin Diaz, guys, yesterday he looked really good. He did his thing. He pitched really good. His slider looked on point. His fastball looked on point. Definitely, I think he was a little nervous to start, but just in general, good start, great strikeouts. Edwin Diaz looked like Edwin Diaz at the end of the day, and that's what the Mets need. And let's hope he doesn't celebrate unless it's the World Series. The last game of the World Series, that's the only way he could celebrate. That's the only way he should be allowed to celebrate. And let's get into another thought, and that is Brett Baty. Brett Baty, you know, he looks the same. He looks like he's not really, you know, improving as much. He doesn't look like he's, you know, hitting for power a lot. I'm seeing the same Baty. You know, maybe I'm wrong, but I see the same Baty. I see the same swing. You know, he's hitting the ball out in the ground. I don't know what I think about Baty. I just hope that this is the make or break season for Baty. This is it. If Baty does not perform this season, he is done. He is completely done. And then you got Mark Vientos. You know, Mark Vientos hits the ball hard. I think Mark Vientos is a guy that hits the ball hard all the time. And that's the best thing about Mark Vientos. But I'm going to tell you this. He strikes out a lot. Mark Vientos, yes, he could hit you a home run. But are you going to trust him as the DH? Are you going to trust him as your natural DH? Are you going to trust him? Because I don't trust him. I don't think that he should be your DH when it comes to, you know, somebody like, you could have JD Martinez or somebody like that. And they want to trust Mark Vientos, you know? And maybe Mark Vientos isn't the only option. Maybe they're going to put Ji-Man Choi as the platoon DH. Maybe that's going to be an option. But just in general, you know, this is something that David Stearns has to decide and has to decide now. Not this, we're in the mix for JD Martinez news, and then, you know, also saying that Mark Vientos is the guy. You know, it's a little contradicting. So I get it. You know, JD Martinez is still out there. The price goes down. Obviously, you're going to be interested because it's JD Martinez. He is one of the best hitters out there in free agency right now. He's 36 years old. He wants a 2-year contract. Is he going to get it? I don't know. I don't think he's going to get it. Maybe he'll get a 2-year contract, but one year after opt-out. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe that's what the deal will be. Are you going to give him $40 million, $50 million? I don't think so, just because of the age. Now, it was a different story with Jorge Soler. So I think he's going to probably get at most $20 million. $20 million when it comes to JD Martinez, and I would do that deal. If it was me, if I was David Stearns, I would do that deal. I'm sorry, because JD Martinez, just imagine him in the lineup. Imagine him in a lineup with Pete Alonso, Francisco Alvarez. That's crazy. That's what you want to see in a lineup. He can change the lineup drastically. So that's what I really, really want to see. And then, you know, let's get into the pitching rotation. The pitching rotation, guys, so far, it's been good. I'm not going to lie to you. Luis Severino has looked very impressive. Now it is spring training, so it's, you know, you can't put all your eggs in one basket because of spring training. But I'm going to tell you this. They do have the lowest ERA, which is impressive, you know, even though it's spring training. But definitely with a staff that they have, Luis Severino, Quintana, you got multiple people that, you know, are big-time starters, and they have the lowest ERA in spring training. Now it is spring training. Obviously, there are minor league players. There are players that are not even going to make the team at all that are playing. So it doesn't mean a lot. But when it comes to the Mets, I think it means something because it creates the confidence for the pitching rotation. So I really think that Luis Severino, if he could come back to form, if he could be the Luis Severino that he was in the Yankees when he first started, then we have a potential ace. We have a potential ace. And, you know, Tyler McGill has looked really, really good. He's developed this new cutter, looked really, really good. So I'm going to say this. I have hopes for the rotation. I have hopes. I have hopes that, you know, the offense comes through, the pitching rotation, everything comes together. Because we know last year with the Mets, not a lot came together. Not a lot came together. Everything was, you know, sometimes they'll have good pitching, sometimes they'll have good hitting, sometimes the bullpen will perform. Now, I'm going to tell you this. The bullpen, I think the bullpen is going to be really, really good. I think the bullpen is going to be better than last year. I think we got Fujinami. We got Edwin Diaz back, baby. We got Ottavino. If it was me, I would probably put the 7th inning guy to be Adam Ottavino, and then the 8th inning guy Fujinami, and then Edwin Diaz as a closer. That's what I would do. Now, maybe you guys would do something different. But yeah, man, that's my spring training thoughts so far. And obviously, I got to mention Alvarez, right? Alvarez, I can't wait to see more. I love Alvarez. He's going to be a superstar, hopefully. He's growing. He's getting better. He's throwing the ball better. He's better defensively, offensively. He's doing his thing. And I can't wait to see a whole full season of Francisco Alvarez. That is my thoughts on spring training. Let me know what you guys think.